I poured years of sweat into my greenhouse rows of vegetables, fruit and flowers carefully tended through. Every season it wasn't just a hobby. It was a lifeline, but then Karen, the HOA president, declared it an eyesore. She claimed the clear panels didn't match the community aesthetic and rallied her board to take action. While I was out one morning, they actually brought in a bulldozer without a permit, without a court order, and flattened the entire thing. Glass shattered, plants crushed, irrigation destroyed. When I came home and saw the wreckage, I felt sick. My neighbors stood in shock, but Karen just smirked, saying rules are rules, and if I didn't like it, I could leave. What she didn't know was that my greenhouse wasn't just decorative. It was tied into a full-scale irrigation system that supplied shade and stability to the soil on my property, and without it, the balance shifted. Fast, within a week, the open soil dried up. Vines kicked in and dust clouds started rolling across the entire subdivision. Backyards coated in grit. Pools turned brown, car paint ruined, laundry lines covered in dirt. Neighbors begged the HOA for answers, but I simply told them that by destroying my greenhouse, they'd destroyed the system that kept the land stable. The county inspector came out, verified everything, and said the HOA was liable for environmental damage. Lawsuits piled in. Neighbors furious at Karen for wrecking their homes. At a board meeting, I stood up and reminded them that the greenhouse could have been repaired for a fraction of the cost, but now they were staring down hundreds of thousands in claims. The board turned on Karen, stripped her of power, and begged me to rebuild. I agreed, but only after they paid me every cent of damages and signed a permanent waiver exempting my ranch from HOA control. Now every time the wind howls, I smile because Karen thought she could bulldoze my greenhouse, but all she did was bulldoze her own empire. So if you love watching Karens choke on their own arrogance, hit that subscribe button, because the next HOA revenge story is even wilder.